Okay, welcome back. Today we're going to be dealing with a different type of graph, but similar to what we've been working on in the past. So we're going to be working on linear inequalities. But now we worked on simple inequalities with one variable, but now we have two variables. Okay, so linear is going to have two variables. So it's going to have an x, that's a y, and an x. So it has two different variables. So um, let's just go down to example one and just show what we've done. Quick review. So if I talk about solving or graphing y equals 2x minus 4, my y-intercept is -4, so it's 1, -1, -2, -3, -4. My slope is 2 over 1, so it's up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1. And my equation is going to look something, or my graph is going to look something like that. Now that's just a line, that just represents all of the values for that particular equation. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to represent an inequality, a linear inequality, in a very similar situation. So let's go up to the top chart. I'm going to fill that in, um, and then we will kind of make sense with it as we go through each example. So if I talk about greater than, we know the greater than symbol is going to be something that looks like that. Awesome. Okay, but now when we talk about greater than, it's a little bit different than open circle, closed circle, um, or shaded to the right, shaded to the left like we do. It's simple. Now we have to do a little bit of different techniques. So greater than, we are going to shade above, okay, above the line. And since it's just greater than and not equal to, we're going to draw a dotted line, okay? So it's just going to look something like this. So I'll just do a dotted line, and I'm going to shade above. Something that looks like that. Good. Now let's talk about less than. Less than is my symbol that looks like that. Less than, I'm going to shade not above, but below. Okay? And it's going to be a dotted as well, because it's not or equal to. So if I have a line that looks like that, come on, a line that looks like that, good, and it's going to be shaded below. I'm going to shade below my dotted line like that. Awesome. So now let's look at greater than or equal to. So greater than or equal to is my symbol that looks like that. Since it's greater than, I'm still going to shade above, but since it's or equal to, it has to be a solid line. So it's going to look very similar to how we graph a line like that. And since it's above, I'm going to shade everything above that line. Okay, less than is going to look something like that. Awesome. And since it's less than, it's going to be shaded below. And since it's equal to, it's going to be a solid line. So if it's going to be something like that, and since it's less than, I'm going to shade below. Now all of these lines are increasing. They could be decreasing, they could be vertical, they could be horizontal. They're just lines. But now I'm going to graph a line, but it might not be solid, and I'm going to have to shade somewhere. That's the difference. So let's look at the first example, number 2. So this I'm going to do the same thing as if I was to graph y is equal to 2x minus 4 like I did for my example 1. So my y-intercept is -1, -2, -3, -4. My slope is 2 over 1, so it's up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1, up 2, right 1. And that's going to form my line. But now I don't know if it's going to be a solid or dotted. I have to look at that inequality. And now the simple way is how I look at it is if that you see the line underneath, you're going to draw a solid line. If you don't see a line underneath the inequality, it's going to be a dotted line. So my line is going to look something, whoa, not like that, like this. Good. Okay, good. Now I need to, so that's my solid line. Now I need to know if I'm going to shade above or below. And since it's greater than or equal to, I'm going to go to my chart and it says shade above. So I'm just going to take my highlighter and I'm going to shade above the line. So now if you're looking at this line and you're trying to think, okay, which side's above, which side's below, you could always test a point and see if it's true. But think of this line as a roof. Okay? This side's going to be under the roof, this side's going to be over the roof, and I want it over the roof since it's above. It's going to look something like that. Okay? Now, this graph represents every solution that will make my statement true. So any point in this shaded region, okay, will be part of my solution set. So that's why I shade everything. So that means that anything in this highlighted area will make y is greater than or equal to 2x minus 4 true. Okay, I'm going to go through one more example. I'm going to skip 3. I want you to practice 3. Okay, you can pause the video and practice, and then I'm going to show you number 4. Okay, so number 4 is going to be a little bit different than the prior example. I'm going to graph it the same, so my y-intercept's -2, which is right there. My slope is 1/2, so I'm going to go up 1, right 2, up 1, right 2, up 1, right 2. And my graph is going to start looking something like that. Now, you have to look at your inequality. Is it going to be dotted or is it going to be solid? Remember what I said, if you see the line, draw the line. Well, I don't see the line, so what I'm going to do is draw a dotted line. A dotted line is going to look something like this. Like that. Awesome. Straighten that out just a bit. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's my dotted line. That means that a solution for my inequality, my linear equality, cannot be on this line. So that's why it's dotted. If it's solid, then that would be true. That a solution would be lying on my line. Okay, good. Now I'm going to look at my direction of my inequality, and it's greater than. Since it's just greater than, that's why I have the dotted line, and greater than means above. If you want to go back to my chart, greater than is above. Awesome. And take my highlighter, and I'm just going to shade above. Awesome. Cool. All right, so those are the examples for linear inequalities. Just remember that linear inequalities, you might have a solid or dotted line, and you're going to have to shade above or below your line to fully answer all of the solution sets. So what I want you to do, please, is go to example 5. That is going to be a money problem. Good luck.